Teaching isn't scripted. It requires improvisation with students when they have certain questions, hopefully pertaining to the subject. The lecture. No, the lesson itself is a living and breathing subject. Even if I have notes and plans, it shifts as I delve into the topic at hand. Fresh from vacation, students are excitable and talkative. They haven't seen one another in 2 weeks. My presence is hardly noticed. Despite several calls for attention, I have managed to corral just 2 children. Yet, the show must go on. This is my first run of the new unit. As I begin explaining our direction for the unit, questions abound. I make my first mistake. I answer them. The 25-minute lecture I had planned turns into 40 minutes. The next day, a new class arrives. I am more comfortable with my notes and I avoid answering unnecessary questions. The students are familiar, having had time to settle back into their routines. This class feels interested in the subject, curious about small details I hadn't even considered. The lecture does have some tangents to clarify certain matters, but by the end, the students have a clean sheet of notes and a better understanding, I hope, than their peers from the first class. Because teaching is improv, it's also an art form. Sure, there's a science behind methodology and pedagogy, but the shifting landscape of the classroom makes it an art form, and it can be positive and negative. I enjoyed theater as an actor and director, and improv theater is generally comedic. I use that method as often as possible to entertain and engage. That's the positive. It can be fun to teach, but there's also a negative. Adaptations are required throughout the day, which can lead to mental fatigue. And, unfortunately, it also cuts into my other creative passions. I feel exhausted, unable to accomplish much when I'm off the stage. Yet, I choose this strategy often, even if it does mean fatigue.